What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Vilon Cito, and I'm back with another video. Now, to be honest with y'all, this video about to be real quick, man. I'm just here to give y'all a quick upload. Just talk about something real quick that's just been going through my head. And to be honest with y'all, just blessed to be alive, man. Highly favored, sun beaming, wind blowing, birds chirping, clouds just gleaming. Like, it's crazy, man. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. But the number one thing I'm gonna tell y'all, man, as a man or just anybody in general, bro, you must master this, and it's up here. Mastering this mental will allow you to get everything you need to get accomplished in life done, right? Because at the end of the day, if there's a will, there's a way. And if you feel like you going through things, bro, you need to understand why. You need to be able to process why. Y'all got a lot of these outlets and try to use the internet as outlets. Nobody cares in a sense, bro. That's what I learned, right? Nobody cares. You got to work harder. Because at the end of the day, a lot of people have adapted the philosophy that it's always somebody that's going through something worse. And even when I was going through my things, I used to ask myself, why am I sitting here feeling sad for myself when I could be improving? Because there's two types of people in this world. There's somebody who goes through trials and tribulations and says, you know what, I got to keep going. Because at the end of the day, man, I can't be comfortable. And then this other person that's sitting there going through trials and tribulations, and he ain't doing nothing. He ain't elevating, he ain't working, he ain't grinding. He getting comfortable, he being complacent. It ain't gonna work, right? So I told myself I gotta switch my mindset, switch my mentality. But it's all about mastering up here. Because once you get that up in control, you understand why you are failing in every other asset of your life. For me, bro, like I said, I was upset at, not being able to do some of the things that I used to love off injury and all these other things. But I told myself I gotta improve, I gotta switch it up, I gotta change the time that I, spent on being able to actually do that and invest that time that I have now into another skill. I honed it down on, focusing more on bettering my Spanish, another soft skill that can help me. Focus on how to communicate better. What do companies need and whatever, just leveling up, reading more books, being more productive. And so that really just changed my life. The other thing is just understanding that you are not in control of anything but yourself, right? A lot of y'all think that y'all can control the people that you're dealing with or anything like that, but you are in control of no human being but yourself. You cannot allow actions of others to really do anything upon you but make you think like, okay, I can react in however way I choose. But I be telling y'all this. People play games with people's emotions, do all these other things, bro. You have to be so cold that it don't even bother you. Because at the end of the day, you got to chuck up a lot of this stuff that we go through as experience, bro. We leveling up. Some people just here for, the phase of your life and they might be on, or they might come back. You don't know what's going on, but you can never allow things to deter you from what you need to be doing. And so this is why I've been like, man, every day I wake up with purpose, right? People that be lost don't know what's going on because they allow other things to sway their emotions and sway the way that they feel or sway their opinion on how they should do things. You don't let nobody in this world tell you what you should or shouldn't do, bro. At the end of the day, you are your own person. And that's why I be telling myself. And that's why I say, anybody that do anything up to me that's, unjustifiable, whatever the case may be, that's really what they wanted to do. So I, can't do anything but choose how I respond to that and understand that, like I said, that person really just want to do harm. Okay, cool. They ain't really supposed to be in my life like that. And that's the universe showing me. And then I move accordingly. And that's why I be telling y'all gotta allow yourself to just be able to navigate that like that. And that all comes with mastery of the mind. What are you consuming? What are you doing? What are your habits? Like, what are you just really ultimately doing on a day-to-day basis? 60 minutes out the hour, 24 hours out the day. Because everybody got the same amount of time, no matter where you at in this world. I don't care what you doing, what time you wake up. At the end of the day, you still got 24 hours in the day, 60 hours in a minute. And so I really just been focusing on every asset of my life, trying to level up. Right now, I've been telling myself I ain't really got to worry about too much with college payments. Now it's about future. Invest the money that I work on into building my portfolio up, man. Because I want to be financially free by the time I'm, And so I look on how much money I really need to have in these accounts and to make money for me. And I say, okay, cool, that's my goal. That's my purpose. Every day I wake up, and it ain't even about the money. It's about just going through the journey, being able to process, okay, maybe I can go through this connection. Or maybe if somebody employs me to make this amount of money per year, then I can have somebody else pay me this amount of money. And I just keep leveling up. And then I'm thinking about it as, if I can do this right here, tell you how to level up your mind, maybe I can help somebody else with their mindset, change up their frame, get them to think a different way. And they pay me to do that for them, right? And then I make money that way, or whatever the case may be. But my advice got to be good enough, all of these other things, but it just really depends. And that's why I be telling y'all, though, you don't even need me. You don't even need to watch the video. Everything is within you. Because like I said, once you be able to master this, it's so simple. Well, how do I master that? Sit with yourself, be alone. Like, it's really that simple, bro. Get in nature. The habits that you be on a habitual routine, break free from that. Change up your scenery, change up your environment, the people that you deal with. If you feel like you ain't really benefiting from them, move on, right? It's that simple. Because like I said, the things that you do on a daily basis, the products of your environment, they shape you, they influence you. Your subconscious takes note of everything that you consume, bro. So it's just like, hey, right? I'm consuming so much information on how to level up my life. This is what I talk about now on the daily because I'm obsessed with it. I'm obsessed with asset management. I'm obsessed with making sure I ain't got liabilities to my name. I'm obsessed with just taking care of the future family that I want. You know what I'm saying? Things like that, because this is what's driving me as a man. It's literally clicking because I have to focus about this now. Back then, I didn't have to worry about it, right? But that's what I'm telling y'all, man. You have to lock in, because if you don't, you're gonna have a rude awakening, especially when it's time to put things in motion and you can't do anything. You're looking lost out here. You're asking for handouts, right? You could have been grinding. You could have been putting the work in, because at the end of the day, the time gonna pass. And however you chose to let the time pass is how you chose to let the time pass. But at the end of the day, man, it's always somebody working harder than you if you ain't working. So that's my advice for y'all, man. Just keep digging, keep grinding, master this up here. And never, ever let anybody influence you negatively. If you got your own opinions, man, keep them to yourself. Keep the motion to yourself, all that. But that's all I got for y'all, man. Keep taking care of yourself. Appreciate y'all for listening to the rant. And until next time, peace.